Okay, so we are here in Alto Adige, extreme northeast of Italy. Just go straight extreme, close to the border of Austria. This is when we talk about Italy. I usually like to say that some stereotypes of Italy cannot be applied to some areas. We think about how loud and welcoming, sometimes a bit aggressive, is the Italian approach to things, and the idea of this stereotype of the Italian coming is mainly based on a few stereotypes of South, center South, and mafia and pizza and so on. When you go to Alto Adige, you will barely recognize it as an Italian country. Actually, people from Alto Adige, they don't consider themselves Italian. Most of them, they don't even speak Italian. They speak only German, and they think they belong to Austria. Besides that, they are still in Italy, because Alto Adige is Italian. I know that they would like not to be, but that's it is. It's a beautiful wine region. It's a beautiful region in general. Beautiful wine region. To me, usually when I select some wine from Alto Adige, I make an exception based on our rule, where 99% of our selection is artisan winemakers. Artisan winemaking means small producers that I don't make. Usually our limit is 50, 60,000 bottles of the entire winery production, which is nothing. Actually, we are even reducing now. Most of the wine club wines are maybe 1,000, 1,500, and we are starting to make private label. I'll make an exception. Probably this is one of the few wines that some of you might find even in some wine shop. But the idea that we selected it for you, and we wanted to give also sometimes some wines that are revealing something different. I love Vernache. Vernache is called the Schiava. It's a grape variety that has been growing only there and a few other places in the world. I call it the light Pinot Noir or the metallic Pinot Noir, and it's a wine that his strength is not in the thickness, in the boldness, but in the tightness. A beautiful graphite finish at the end. You have this little small red fruits, forest fruits, not totally ripe fruits. So this is the opposite of a Zinfandel. You even see the color that is so light. I don't know if the color can be seen here on the camera, but it's so light. It looks like a light Pinot Noir. Might reminds me maybe the southern part of Burgundy, Givry. That is not Gevrey. Givry, in the southern part of Côte de Beaune. And then you have this beautiful acidity at the end that refresh your palate. This is a wine that even can go with fish, in my opinion, like fat fish, like codfish, like mackerel, for example. Could even go with salmon, in my opinion, with a mussel soup with tomato, for example. So, or canederli, which is the typical plate. It's kind of a bowl made with dry bread and a few other ingredients. So the reason why we chose this big winery, Girlan, is because in Alto Adige we have a consortium, so group of producers that are actually all connected with a big maso. Maso is something in between a family house, a castle, or a place that is linked with the wine production. And the way the consortium there, I'm talking about Girlan, but also Produttori di Bolzano, others, Baziani Novacella, where they do an incredible job in selecting the grape, working with the farmers in a sustainable way, and making quantity and quality, which usually is an oxymoron in the wine business. So that's the only exception of all our selection, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this wine. This is a all night long type of wine. It can go in summer, it can go in winter, it can go with lighter food, it can go with fuller food. And so you can play with it. I would suggest us to serve it slightly refreshed, something like 14 degrees in alcohol, so 14 degrees temperature, 13 degrees. So put it in the fridge maybe half an hour before serving it. Cheers.